Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Broken Boys. It's episode 261. I'm Mike.
And I'm Colin.
Guys,
And I'm tired.
EP Boy over there. Usually
Very
that's me.
tired.
I mean, I am tired too, but a little less tired than the starts of some podcasts that we've done.
I'm the most tired, I think.
What are you so tired from?
Well, last night, walking home from work about 6 o'clock, as I usually am. I notice as we're walking back to the building, there's a window completely open on the second floor of the building with music just blasting out of it.
At what time was this? Sorry?
It was 6 p.m. So it's
Okay.
like, whatever.
Yeah.
Not that bad. But gets to 9, 10, 11, still going. It's like getting a little late, but okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about ready to knock out about 1 o'clock with album listenings and such,
Right.
and it's still going, and it's loud enough from 2 floors down to be
oh god
on the floor, just making everything vibrate, and just so loud. I could hear most of the lyrics.
Wow.
For 2 floors down,
but
no windows open.
So the people below you were getting it even worse.
Oh yeah. And I'm like, whatever. I'm tired enough. I can sleep through it. Max was also, I think, ready to pass out, and I think did for a little while, and then around like 2:45 or so, she wakes up and I wake up in tandem, and it's still
oh my god,
and it's like, what the fuck are you doing? And she's upset, and I'm awake now, so I'm like, okay. I was gonna call the non-emergency line to get like a noise complaint or whatever, but I just didn't. And I was just like, okay, whatever. She put in her AirPods, and that helped her go to sleep. But I was like, I'm up. So it was really hard for me to get back to sleep. It was like 2:45 when I woke up again, like I said. And then I didn't get back to sleep till like 4. And then I woke back, and then I woke up for good at like 9. So, I'm a pretty EP guy.
Yeah.
And as I was, and when I woke up at 9, it was still.
Are you serious?
Yeah, dude. And
fuck?
as I was writing in a noise complaint to the office of the apartment, like 2 words away from finishing and sending it, the music turned off.
Of course.
I was like, are you fucking serious?
Bro.
Like, what the fuck? So yeah, so if that happens again tonight, I'm probably just gonna go down there and bang on their door. I don't know if they'll hear me bang on the door.
Yeah.
With music that loud, but I'm serious. It was like vibrating everything. It was so fucking loud.
That's insane that was going on for over the 12 hours.
I know. And Max went out to the living room to sleep because it's quieter out there, and because that's not like right above, 2 floors right above the room where it was happening. And
shout out Hamilton.
And she was out there, and I was down. I was trying to go back to sleep, and "Goodbye" by Sabrina Carpenter was just blasting, and I heard every lyric, and I was like,
wow,
man, I'm sad Max is missing this.
Yeah.
But it was just not great. So I'm a bit of a sleepy guy.
Yeah. I'm sorry about that. That is
sorry.
Very, yeah. It's one of those things you just can't. I don't know.
Can't help, really.
Yeah.
But I'm just gonna go down there with us with a baseball bat later.
Yeah.
So that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they'll deserve it. So
Yeah. Yeah. Well, if
I won't
Colin.
hurt them. I'll just destroy their speakers.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what I'll
Gotcha.
do.
Gotcha. Gotcha. I was gonna
Yeah.
say if you're gonna hurt them, we might have to. Your audio might sound a little worse next year or next week when you're calling in from prison.
Yeah. I'm gonna save my one phone call for
Yeah. Yeah.
for the podcast.
It'll be like it'll
You
be.
gotta,
I was gonna say it'll be like Joe Exotic on Fortnite Friday.
yes. Oh my god. But you know, otherwise week was semi ass with work.
Uh-huh.
um, the Shamrock Shakes are making me want to kill myself, and
Yeah.
also making the machine kill itself
Oh.
every day. So yeah, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, the machine broke down every one of those days.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
And it didn't break down like it stopped coming out. It broke down and like the shit wouldn't stop coming out of the machine.
Yeah.
So it was just like, it was cups on cups and containers on containers of just shake mix until we could unplug the machine and stop it from doing that.
Uh-huh.
And it did that 3 times, but
Oh.
every time it was like, oh, we're just gonna figure it out, get it back to working, and then turn it back on. Got to sell those Shamrock Shakes. So yeah, it was just shakes on shakes on shakes, and then Sunday we were very understaffed, and it was very busy, and I was in the kitchen all day long,
Mm.
and it was very warm, and I was making lots of stuff, and I think between Wednesday last week and Monday this week, there wasn't a shift where I didn't stay like I didn't have to stay like 20 minutes
Oh
past
man.
when I was supposed to be off.
Is that still because of like that manager, or was it just busyness in general?
Busyness and that manager,
Yeah.
most of the managers just don't know how to like send you home on
Right.
time
Yeah, because I remember that's
for
what you were
some
talking
reason.
about last week.
Yeah, so it just kept happening. It hasn't happened since Monday, I don't think. Maybe just a couple minutes the past couple days I worked, but just it's been busy. Yesterday I was on the headset up front all day, and it was just I was going. Nobody could just order a fucking Coke or a root beer or something. They had to be like, I want a shake. I want a frozen Coke. I want a McFlurry. I want a frappe. I want a nice coffee. So I had to keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And
Mm-hmm.
Shamrock, 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 Shamrock.
Had to
And I'm
pick
like,
fresh ones each time, fresh shamrocks.
yeah. And
Yeah.
I was I was going to smash my head into the
Mm-hmm.
corner of something.
Yeah.
So the only respite I got from the headset up front yesterday was my half-hour break, and then my last hour was spent in the back cache, where I was still on a headset, but I was on a headset where I could just stand and take orders and read my
Yeah.
book, and that was glorious, that last hour. But yeah, work sucks, and I hate it, and I hate McDonald's. I wish I could take a sabbatical between
Yeah.
like February and April.
McDonald's sabbatical.
Quit for a month or two and then come back
Yeah.
to miss out on the Shamrock Shakes.
Yeah.
And on top of that, they started a new sandwich, which it's pretty
Oh,
tasty.
I
It's
think.
called the Big Arch or whatever.
Yeah. I was seeing stuff on that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was originally in like Canada or something, and they brought it down,
Mm-hmm.
and
Down
it's
under.
pretty tasty,
Mm-hmm.
but it is a fucking massive sandwich.
Yeah. It's like
It's
$10,
like,
isn't it? Like almost.
yeah, $10 by itself.
Yeah. It's crazy.
It's 2 quarter patties. It's white cheddar cheese instead of American. It's got slivered onion and fried onion. It's got a new sauce, lettuce. I was able to try it, and it is tasty, but it is hefty. So
Yeah.
yeah, but that's besides the point. The fact is that they just keep fucking throwing more shit at us, more new shit every
Right.
week. It feels like, and it's like, man, I just learned how to do this, and now you're making me do this.
Yeah.
And then at some point soon we're gonna have another adult Happy Meal thing. I think it's gonna be K-pop Demon Hunters, so that's gonna
Mm.
be, oh my god. Um,
I heard the
no.
horror in your voice.
Yeah, no, I thought the Grinch meal was bad. This is gonna be worse.
Yeah.
Um, and with that, it's like a new McFlurry with like boba on top or something. So
What
it's
the
like,
hell?
yeah, I don't know, man. So, but don't tell McDonald's I said that because I think it's confidential. Shh. Um, uh, but other than work, I've been reading Red Rising still. I'm about 80
Mm.
pages away from finishing that. And it's a pretty good book. Like I said last week, I think I didn't think I would really enjoy it because I didn't think I was much of a sci-fi guy.
Yeah.
But it has it's grown on me quite a bit. They like the writing. Um, I think everyone in that book is supposed to be kind of like British or Irish or something, and I'm just reading
Sounds
in
about
an
right.
in like an American accent in my head,
Yeah.
and it doesn't come off the same way.
Me
Um,
reading Harry Potter.
yeah, it's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Yeah.
Um, um, but it's good, and I'll probably pick up the second one, or I'll make Vince drive me the second one over.
Yeah.
Um, but it's a good book. I'm liking it. I would recommend if you're a sci-fi person. It's pretty interesting, well written. Um,
Nice.
yeah. Went and just explored stores and stuff on Tuesday. I went to Target and they had a one Pokemon like ETB, which is an Elite Trainer box, which has like 9 packs of cards. It has card sleeves. It's like dice for the game,
Uh-huh.
and like a promo card. And I've never bought one of those, and it was a new set that I hadn't seen before. So I was like, I'm gonna grab that. It was $60, but um, I was just excited to see a new set of the Pokemon because that's been out
Yeah.
since like the end of last month, and it's the first time I've seen the new set. Um, so I was like, I'm gonna grab that. I didn't get anything like too crazy from it, but I can show you
Oh,
what I did get.
visual components.
Um, Visual components to an audio platform. Um, um, the last one there is the promo, the Zekrom. Uh, yeah, that's
Nice.
pretty cool. The only like other bigger hit I got was that first one, the Dust Tox. It's like an art rare, illustration rare, whatever you call it.
Yeah.
Um, and then I got like that full art glass trumpet.
Just a trumpet on a Pokemon card is pretty funny.
Oh yeah. So I didn't get anything too good from it, but it was still cool to see that and to open one for the first time.
Yeah.
Um, Especially since today, as we're recording, is the 30th anniversary of Pokemon. So
Whoa. I'm
happy
actually
birthday,
surprised it's
Pokemon.
only 30. It feels like it should be more than that. But
Yeah,
I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
yeah. Game Boy in the '90s.
Yeah.
Uh, but playing Rivals and stuff. Nothing. I'm gonna. Resident Evil 9 came out today, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna when I get paid, I'm gonna buy that and play that. I think so. I'll get back to you on how I feel about that next week,
Shout out
probably.
Leon. Yeah.
Shout out Leon, love that man.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then uh, I listened to a couple things that we'll talk about. We can talk about a little later,
Yeah.
but the new Bruno Mars record, The Romantic,
Mm-hmm.
and the new Mitski record, Nothing's About to Happen to Me. Listened to both of those last night and liked them both, but I'll give you more in-depth thoughts on it a little later. But
Cool.
how was your week, Mike?
Week was fine. Did a couple things this week. Um, uh, Main thing was last Saturday. Yes, last Saturday. Um, I went with my neighbors up into the Big Apple, up into the city.
Mm.
And well, the main reason I was going was because they and their friends were gonna go see Iron Lung, and I was like, All right, I'll tag along for that. Um, I know that we were gonna. There was talks at one point of like you, me, and John seeing it at some point too. That would have
Mm.
been quite a drive for that movie, and I'm like, well, I
Yeah.
don't know if I want to see it that bad. But yeah, they found like with a bunch of their friends, they were gonna get some food and then go see it at an AMC up there. And yeah, so I offered to drive. We went like literally into Chinatown for food. And I've never been to Chinatown in Chicago before. But that was pretty cool from the brief little bit I saw of it. We went to like literally the first restaurant on that like I'm not sure if you've been to Chinatown, but they have like just like a walking path of a whole bunch of restaurants and shops, and we just went
Mm.
I'm assuming someone had had it before, but we went into the very first one, so I didn't actually get to walk the path that much of Chinatown. But it looked pretty cool. But yeah, we went into that first shop. It was like a mixture of like a like a like a drink shop, as well as just serving pretty much any Southeast Asian food, like Chinese
Mm.
food, Japanese food, Korean. There's Vietnamese food there too. Um,
Vietnamese.
yeah, like pho at least. I don't know if there was other
Yeah.
stuff other than that. Oh, they also had those uh not spring rolls. I forget what the specific
Lumpia.
maybe. It's kind of like the egg roll, quote unquote, but it has like a rice thing around it. It's like see through. I don't know. I can't think of
Oh,
the.
oh. Yeah, I
Um,
think it's just spring roll. I
is
think
it just
it's
a
just.
spring roll? Maybe it is. But anyways, but they had a giant ass menu there, and I ended up just getting it was I think it was called like a Korean combination platter. So it
Mm.
had like shrimp in there, it had some calamari in there. It was a noodle dish, for the most part. Should have started with that. And had vegetables and stuff like that in there too, and then like a pretty decadent spice in there. I don't know if decadent's the right word for that, but a very very tasty, but also kind of hit you a bit. It was a good little, I guess, Korean spice in there. Um, and oh my god, it was a huge ass dish too. I'm not sure if you've ever had like a shit ton of noodles before, but like it can be deceiving. Like
Uh,
at first I was eating it, I was like, oh okay, I think I can get through this, and then I kept eating it, and then it just never went down. Like the noodles, like it felt like the noodles were just like always there. It never got smaller, and eventually I was like, oh my god, I have to stop. Um, but it was very tasty, and it was very tasty the next day as well. Um, but I also got a milk tea there as well, since it was a drink shop. They had a whole giant ass page of drinks on there as well, and I just got a milk tea with I think strawberry boba or something like that. It was good. I like some boba. Um,
Me too.
yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But yeah, that was fun. Got to kind of meet some of their friends a little bit from their work. They seemed fairly cool. When I was meeting, when I went into it like I was like, oh, I'm meeting warehouse friends. I was like, we'll see how this goes. But no, they were all nice people. And it was pretty cool. But yeah, then we went to see Iron Lung at probably the shittiest AMC I've ever been to. There was a bar inside of it for some reason, which I'd never seen.
Oh.
I've never seen a bar at an AMC. But so I was like, oh, maybe this is a fancy one. No, we went into that theater. That was like the most uncomfortable seat I've ever been in an
Oh
AMC.
no.
It was, and as throughout the whole movie, I don't even entirely know what was wrong, but like somehow the projector was shining light on some set of seats. So like there was a constant silhouette of seats for like the bottom half of the screen. It wasn't like super super noticeable, but whenever it got like really dark for like a scene or something, you would just see the seats on the screen being projected up, and it's like, how is this possible? Why is this happening in 2026? But there was also some weird audio issues with the movie that think was on the theater because I'm not really seeing other people talk about it. But like the previews and stuff felt like they were normal movie loudness, and I was like, okay. Well, I mean, I didn't really think of anything because you go to a movie, you expect movie loudness, I suppose. Um, and yeah, and then like as soon as the actual film started, it got like 20% quieter, I would say. It wasn't like super noticeable, but it was noticeable enough where I'm like I almost feel like I have to like lean forward to hear it for some reason, which doesn't make any sense in a movie theater. But that's like what I instinctually wanted to do, and like the dialogue was kind of hard to pick up on in points. So that kind of impacted the experience as well. But I will say though, the movie itself, it was pretty good. I think pretty similar to what you were saying about it a few weeks ago. I think Mark does pretty well, especially for a movie that's just him on screen for 2 hours. Like he carries that well, and that's not an easy thing to do. He does he does pretty good at that. I thought the visuals were really stellar as well. Had a nice, cool atmosphere to it. Um, and yeah, it's just probably not one I will want to watch more than once, if that makes sense. It's kind of like okay, yeah, I saw it. That was pretty cool. Good job, Mark. And I think you should be very proud of it. And I think the story itself, like the world and stuff, was fairly interesting. I kind of liked the mystery around everything. Um, Maybe got a little convoluted in there, but that's also partly because I could not hear any dialogue. Not any dialogue, but um, a lot of dialogue not coming from Markiplier was a little hard to decipher sometimes. And But other than that, pretty cool. I liked it. Um, yeah, that's kind of all I have to say about it, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, and then the rest of the week, been working on stuff musically as well. Still very excited about
Musically's
something.
back.
Yeah, man. TikTok is out of here.
Somebody tell Jacob Sartorius.
Yeah, yeah. We're just gonna start dancing again or something. I don't know. But um, but yeah, I was working on stuff with music that I'm really excited for. I should be sending you something here fairly soon.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have to get a couple touches in there, but I'm really happy with something I've been working on. And well, there's a few things I've been working on, but I think this I don't know. I have like 4 songs in various states of completion at the moment, and all 4 of them I'm like, yo, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of hitting a stride here. I'm not to gas myself up too much, but I don't remember if I said it on pod or just to you, but I recorded some real piano um, last week for
you're saying that on pod.
yeah, and first time actually recording real piano and not like MIDI insert for a song. I guess Too Far Gone was kind of real piano, but that was on my electronic keyboard though. Anyways, right. Whatever. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool what I'm cooking up. So stay tuned. Me too. That's what a lot of my week is obsessing over every little detail in that mix, even though there's still details yet to come. And yeah, so a lot of that, interspersing it with Hogwarts Legacy, which I still think is pretty cool. I wouldn't say I'm as entranced with it as I was last week. Like, it's still pretty fun, but the game has definitely peaked at me getting a broom and flying around Hogwarts because that shit was fucking awesome. But it's still pretty cool. Still, I'm probably gonna end up finishing it out, which I wasn't sure if I was gonna do when I got into it. And yeah, and I think that's kind of really it. Oh no, wait, no, sorry. I last night I went to see the 21 Pilots concert film. More than we ever imagined. And I thought it was pretty good. I mean, for the most part, it was just the Clancy tour set list. So like that was a pretty good set list. You know,
Yeah.
So of course I enjoyed the music aspects of it. But you know, just all throughout, I thought there was a lot of really great visuals. Like the shots were pretty great. Yeah, I saw it in IMAX. I think they only showed it in IMAX.
So.
But you know, the visuals looked really great, and seeing the film opened up with you know, the logo of this era, just like on like a black screen and like in the orangish red hue or whatever. Seeing all like the colors and all that kind of stuff on screen was pretty cool. For you know, just something I've followed for over a decade now. It's nice getting to see that in a different scenario. But yeah, the film itself, it did a really great job at emphasizing all the color stuff, which I think was really cool. It was color graded very well. Josh looked really fucking cool throughout the whole thing. Just being in IMAX and being so chill about it. Yeah, there's a guy. I mean, the theater itself, people were fine. I could kind of hear like some light singing if I really paid attention to it, but like for the most part, I was able to just kind of disappear, which is kind of how I prefer to see something like that. Um, but yeah, bobbing my head, you know, watching the stuff, seeing the visuals, it's pretty cool. There was a guy. The only time my immersion was broken was for some reason a guy decided to hit his vape right before Heathens. Like as they
Oh,
were
really?
as they were gearing up into Heathens, you could tell it was happening. He hit that shit, and I thought it was really funny because the only other time he did that was during Stressed Out. And like, it's just my head canon is these are the only two songs that guy knew, and he's like, oh hell yeah, let me
Let me celebrate.
let me celebrate. Yeah,
Let me get a little head high.
Yeah. Yeah, that's like I think the third time now I've been in a movie theater with someone who like is hitting a vape in the middle of it. That should not be allowed. That shit fucking
No, it
sucks.
really shouldn't.
Um,
People, so many people just like vape inside places,
yeah,
and it's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? It's the same
yeah,
thing as smoking. It might smell better, but
right.
like, dude,
I
go
still,
outside.
yeah, I still don't want your nicotine breath in my fucking nose. So,
Nah, man.
but icky, yeah. But yeah, was pretty cool though. You know, some of the things that hit really hard for me. They obviously they did car radio, and there was like the whole magic trick part aspect of it.
Mhm.
And I thought they actually translated that to film pretty well. Uh, Tyler disappeared onto like a roof of a building, like off to the side, and it looked really fucking cool. And like it was shot super well. Like he just looked tiny up there. It was pretty cool. They also had, you know, the segment of, you know, a young fan singing Ride with them.
Yeah.
And that was, I mean, that's always sweet to see at a show, just to see someone so young getting like all that positive attention and like hype from everyone around them. But getting that on top of her now being in a movie, like being shot in IMAX, like honestly, it was really fucking cool watching that.
Yeah.
It was very sweet, and she did a great job. I don't remember her name, but she did a great job. Um, and I hope she sees that movie because that's fucking awesome. Because like I mean, there wasn't really much focus on people besides Tyler and Josh. I mean, there was a few bits of focus on like some of their crew and like some of the behind the scenes stuff. So like her being like a genuine focus of a segment in a movie is really cool. Anyways, and then Paladin Straight, I think translated the film very well. That was probably like I remember that being cool live. But
Yeah.
like they filmed that section in particular very well. And that was also, you know, the first time the Jokels came up during the film.
Hmm.
And I kind of forgot that he sang during that tour, but
Yeah.
yeah, he started coming in, and I was like, hell yeah, brother. Um,
I look back on that video, and I remember that set list pretty well.
yeah,
I remember the fucking just hearing Bandito and Paladin
yeah,
Straight
mm-hmm.
interspliced, and I go back to that video and I'm like, damn, that was fucking cool. And that
Yeah,
drum island for that song, awesome as well.
yes,
Like,
yeah.
oh. Damn,
The whole
that's such a good combo track.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about the mashup until he started singing it, and I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Um, yeah, no, that was if they were to release like parts of this like on YouTube or whatever, I really hope they would release the Paladin Stray part
Oh,
of the movie because I think
I I really
yeah.
hope they release a live album for that.
Oh yeah, in
And
general, yeah. But yeah, no, it was cool. And I thought they skipped Jumpsuit for a second, but I forgot it was very late into the set list
yeah,
on Clancy on. Which, as I was watching it, I'm like, oh wait, I did the same thing at the actual show. I think I remember thinking to myself like, oh, they skipped Jumpsuit. No, they just did it after or the first song for the encore. And yeah, the only other thing is there was I was kind of curious because during trees there is the infamous here we fucking go part, and I
jeez.
was like they can't have that in the movie. I was like they can't have that, and I was curious if anything was going to
Slip through.
happen there. Yeah, slip through. I was intentionally listening for it, and there were some I would say like, and this is only because I was like straight up paying attention to it, that I noticed.
Uh-huh.
But the audience noise did change a little bit to sound a little bit more stock audience, and the claps got a little bit louder too. So I think I think there might have been some audio replacement done during that
That's really
section.
funny.
Yeah, and yeah, I was curious how that was going to happen. Um,
Right.
but that was funny. And yeah, yeah, it was pretty good though. It did like drag slightly just because like after a while the spectacle of 21 Pilots in IMAX did kind of get like, okay, yeah, now I'm just kind of watching the concert, which great concert, but it's
Right.
also not live. But it was pretty cool though. It was pretty cool. Glad I went to go see that. Hopefully it gets released in some capacity. Um,
I hope so.
yeah, yeah. I feel yeah bad that we weren't able to see that, but is what it is.
Yeah.
Um, and yeah, I think that's about. Oh wait, I also listened to the Romantic, and Nothing's About to Happen to Me. But we'll talk about that at some point. Um, maybe now.
Yeah, it can be now.
Yeah, I don't know. uh, cool. Well, I guess I can start if that's okay. Um,
Yeah.
with the Romantic was the first thing I listened to. I listened to that on my way home from the theater, by Bruno
Mhm.
Mars. And I don't know how you're feeling about it, but I liked it quite a bit. Like I wouldn't say I like loved it as much as like a 24 karat magic. But I thought it was pretty cool. And had some good stuff in there, some mid stuff as well. But I think some of the stuff that really hit was done very well, and like he sounds really good vocally on it throughout the whole
Yeah.
thing. I'm really surprised to see that it's getting kind of mid reviews right now on Album of the Year. Like it's currently his lowest rated album by quite a bit, and that's not right.
Ups and hooligans exists, guys. What?
Yeah, yeah, that's definitely not right in my eyes. Um,
Yeah.
but I enjoyed it. I think there's I really like the opener on it, which is
Uh-huh.
called Risk It All. Was really not expecting that. Like it's kind of like I
Right.
don't know exactly what it is. Flamenco, maybe? I don't know. It has a bit of a Mexican flair to it though, with like the
Hmm.
trumpets and the guitar playing and stuff. And he sounds great over it.
Yeah.
And then I thought like the last like few sets of tracks as well, like especially On My Soul was really great, and like I really like
Yeah.
the few after that as well. I don't know. I think there's some really solid stuff on here. It's not like the greatest thing in the world, but I don't know. I enjoyed it quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, having come off of the Ars Analysis last year,
Yeah.
like uh, this is the first like actual like release of his other than Silk Sonic that I've been present for and I've listened to
Right.
off the bat, and I really liked it a lot. I listened to Mitski first, and
Hmm.
so this was like a bright juxtaposition to that. Um, album, to Mitski's album, which is kind of like all over the place, genre wise, and
Mm-hmm.
and sad and lyrically. And while this album, the lyrics are pretty surface level and generic sometimes. That's kind of just like Bruno Mars. He's a radio guy.
Right.
He's a catchy love song guy, and I don't come to him for anything like deep.
Right.
Um, but what he was when he was singing his heart out, he belts out those notes, and he sings over these really nice instrumentals and
Mm-hmm.
like squeaky clean production.
Yeah, the production sounds
It's
great on it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's really well done. I had a great time with it. Um, I really loved that opener as well. And I also liked Nothing Left a
Mm-hmm.
lot, and On My Soul, like you were saying. There were a couple of songs where I was kind of yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But overall, it's a fun experience. It was a nice just little little funky time. I had a good time.
Yeah.
It was sad to see the reviews are at 65 right now.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
um,
I'm glad you agree with me because I felt kind of insane there. I was like, am I do I got bad taste in music or something? But
yeah,
no, I think it's like genuinely like pretty good. Like not knock your socks off good
no,
or anything, but like I think pretty good.
yeah. There's also a really good guitar solo in
Yes. I
I
think that
think
was on my
Nothing Left.
Oh, no, it was Nothing Left. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and that like caught me by surprise, but that was a really good solo.
Yeah.
But I liked a lot of like the like you were saying the Latin flair and a
Mhm.
couple spots. It was really funky. I said it was funky in my review, and some guy was like, "What funk?" And I said, "I believe you meant what the funk." Um, but
Yeah.
I liked it. I don't see the hate.
Yeah, me neither. And like also the lowest rated track was Something Serious, which like
Yeah.
I thought was one of the better tracks, which I don't know. Maybe I'm crazy.
Mhm.
I don't know. I
That
didn't
one, that one was one where I was kind of like, yeah, but
yeah.
it
I don't
wasn't
know.
bad.
I listened to it twice just because I was like checking if I was crazy, but I don't know. I think it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um and then Mitski also came out. I'm assuming since you listened to it first, you might have more to say than me.
Yeah.
For me, just to get my thoughts out real quick.
Uh-huh.
For me, I'm kind of I definitely need another listen to it. I listened to it fairly late because I had 2 listens of Bruno Mars after my movie, and I enjoyed parts of it, but a lot of it kind of left me a little like somewhat confused, which I remember I have felt this way with Mitski before on her artist analysis. But some of the songs were really good on it. Like uh what was it? I'll Change for You in particular. I think that's a really fucking great song. And then there's some other ones sprinkled throughout that I was like, oh yeah, okay, I like this quite a bit. But yeah, you probably have more in depth thoughts than me, so
I mean, I don't know. I did listen to it first, so it's a little less fresh on my mind than Bruno, but
okay, yeah.
I did like it. I don't know if I like it as much as This Land is Inhospitable, and So Are We.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Especially since that one on first listen, I was like, this is a great album. But this one, I like it a lot. Like I said, I like the way it jumps around from genre to genre, going
Mm-hmm.
from like the singer songwriter to the rocky sound to the folky slash country that was more prevalent on the last record.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I think she has quite the talent for coming across as heartbreaking or forlorn. Um, but that's just, and she sounds great, of course. But I also definitely need another listen on this one. I did like it quite a bit because I just like Mitski in general, but
Mm-hmm.
and I like the lyrical content, and I think it sounds good. But no, there weren't a lot of songs that really jumped out at me, other than "I'll Change for You," like you said. I liked the first single she released, "Where's My Phone," and I think that White Cat was also
Mm-hmm.
one that I liked quite a bit. But
Yeah.
yeah, I definitely need another listen to it for sure.
Yeah, that White Cat, I did want to mention that one just because that one kind of had me laughing a little bit. Like the first verse is like, talking about like a cat or whatever that's marking her house, and it's
Mhm.
supposed to be her house, but I guess now it's his house or whatever was how she put it.
Yeah.
And then in the second verse later on, it's like, I got to go to work to pay for that cat's house. That
Yeah.
got me. I was like, that's funny as hell.
It is.
Yeah.
She's funny. She talks about cats a couple times in the song,
Yes. Yes.
and for having that album cover, I would hope so.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah.
but it's good. I just need to listen to it.
Yeah. That's kind of the same boat
For
I'm
sure.
in there.
I can see it growing for sure, but
Yeah.
for now, it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um. Cool. Uh. Yeah. Where do you want to go from here? Choose your own
You want to do a
adventure,
little
Colin.
you want to do a little monthly roundup?
Yeah, yeah, we could do that.
Let me just count mine up real quick. Like,
I might have a single more than you potentially, because I think everything here you listen to as well. Um, unless you listen to something that I forgot about. I got 6.
Yeah, I got 5.
Yep. All right. Well, I guess I could start off. First thing, I mean, our lists are going to be pretty identical here.
Yeah,
First thing I listened to was "Piss in the Wind" by Joji. I thought it was okay. At points. Well, it was okay for most of it, but it was kind of like painfully okay for how long it's been since we've had a Joji record.
mm-hmm.
Um, and I think I can already tell that I'm going to nominate this, and it might even win. That came out this year. When we review it, 10 months down the line. Um, I like Sojourn quite a bit.
Yeah.
Looks Like Kisses. What's the other one? Past Won't Leave My Bed. Pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Everything else very forgettable. I don't know. I have it at like a light 6, but yeah.
Yeah, I listened to it a couple more times since it was released, and I'm still pretty fine with it. Like, it's not like it's definitely not his best. And I do wish that a lot of these tracks were a lot longer,
Yes.
and that's some of them stayed on the cutting room floor, especially the ones with those features like Yeet and like Four Bats or whatever. Like,
Mm-hmm.
some of them, like those tracks, just did not hit at all. But I will say the first few tracks on this record, Pixelated Kisses, Cigarette, Last of a Dying Breed, that's a pretty good 3-track run. I like that one quite a bit. Like you
Mm-hmm.
said, Sojourn and Pass Won't Leave My Bed as well. There are good things on here, but it's just it's bloated and too short for the amount of tracks it has.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
Yeah, it's weird
um,
it being so many tracks and so short, but also so bloated.
yeah.
Yeah.
And like I said, those few tracks I like quite a bit, and I've come back to throughout the month. But as a whole, I'm never really gonna listen to this record in full,
Yeah.
uh, ever again, probably.
Yeah.
So I have it at like a strong 6, but it would probably move down to like a solid or decent 6,
Mm-hmm.
if I really thought about it. So it's fine. But
Yeah. Yeah. And then
yeah.
the next thing I listened to was Debitera Mas Fotos by Bad Bunny after the Super Bowl halftime show. And I enjoyed it quite a bit. There's definitely songs on it that I love. Like hold on, I gotta pull up the track list. Oh my god, Baile Inolvidable. Very very good track. Chose that song of the week. DTMF is also really good. I really like the one where he's talking about doesn't want Puerto Rico turning into what they did to Hawaii. Lo que le pasó a Hawaii. And there's a lot of other like bangers that are really good in there as well. Like
Mhm.
I don't even know how you pronounce that. EOO. And La Mudanza and Nueva Yol at the very beginning. There's a lot of great stuff sprinkled throughout. It might be just like slightly long and maybe not everything is for me throughout.
Mhm.
But the stuff that it does work well works very well for me.
Yeah.
And I really would
I kind of really want to see where he goes from here, to be honest.
Yeah.
But as is, I think this is a really solid experience, and I have it at like a strong 7.
Yeah. Yeah, my next album is also Debbie Triar Mas Fotos.
Mm-hmm.
I like it
Show
quite
me
a
up.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I work with a lot of Hispanic people, Mike.
Yeah. I can't roll my R's
I
like
hear.
that, dude.
Oh, you can't roll your R's.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can,
Max
but it
can't
sounds
either.
so forced when I do it.
um, I like it quite a bit too. Like you said, there are a few like standout tracks on here that like really stand out,
Mm-hmm.
like Baile Inolvidable, and I like Cafe Con Ron,
Mm-hmm.
and DTMF, which I had a song of the week. And it's just like it's funky and it is just really well produced, and I love the drums, um and just like that Latin flair is just infectious.
Yeah.
It's a great album. It's deserving of its flowers. I'm glad um he got so much recognition for it and won the Grammys. It's really well done, and I like it a lot. It's one I've kind of just been listening to in the background since I checked it out, and I probably have it at like a light 8 or so.
Yeah.
Very good record.
Cool. Yep. Um, next thing I listened to after that was Melodic Blue by Baby Keem. Very classic record, I would say at this point. Well, I don't know if not like classic 2020s classic maybe. And I don't know, I wasn't huge on it, me personally. I listened to it a few times, and like I said, like last week when I talked about it, maybe it's because I went into it only knowing Family Ties, and then that's like the clear peak of the album.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Not a lot of stuff really caught my ear. I liked, Trademark USA and 16 as well. But like all throughout, like I was kind of like, I don't know. It's not really. Maybe it's just not really my style. That could very possibly be it. But I thought it was good, but it definitely was like slightly disappointing for me. So I have a strong 6.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Sad, but that's okay. I
yeah.
understand. Next thing I listened to was Casino by Baby Keem,
Mm-hmm.
and this one has really done nothing but grow on me since it came out.
Yeah.
I've listened to it a couple times more since last week, and it's just there's a couple tracks on here that I wasn't like super into on first listen, but really grew on me. Like I was playing Catan with Mike and Vanessa last Saturday or something, um, and I was re-listening to this record, and Sex Appeal came on, and
Mm-hmm.
I was dancing in my seat, and I was having a good time. But
Yeah.
I realized I didn't have it liked,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, "What the hell is wrong with me?"
Yeah.
Um, there that one, Birds and the Bees. I really like that one, um, and Good Flirts. I like Kendrick's funny little
Yeah.
ad libs on that one about the booty.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got really good lyrical content on some of the tracks, talking about his life and his grandma and his mom and growing up with money problems and everything, and addiction and all that. And it's really good stuff. It's a little short, but I said that to John, and he's like, I'd rather it be short and have some bangers and a couple of duds than have it be bloated and have a lot more duds. And
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah.
Um,
Very wise statement from John there, because I very much agree with that sentiment.
yeah.
Yeah.
Uh, but it's a fun record, and I'm glad Keem's back, and I had a good time with it. And it's grown on me, not like exponentially, but it's grown on me a good bit.
Mm,
So I have it at like a decent 8.
nice. Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, I also next thing I listened to was Casino, Baby King. And yeah, I also enjoy it quite a bit. I do think there are some low points on it, but like in terms of like just general consistency, I feel like this is more consistent than Melodic Blue, me personally. I think the hooks are better. I think the lyrics are better. And I think just kind of fuses together as a project a bit better as well. I do like the title track Casino quite a bit. I Am Not a Lyricist, I think, is a fantastic track. Probably my favorite one from him. I do like Highway 95 Part 2. It's kind of insane that he sings one melody for that entire song, but like it doesn't get grating, at least for me. It's like really catchy the way he does it for some reason. And I like Dramatic Girl a lot as well. That's kind of like the pop cut towards the end. I think it's really catchy, and I think he sounds great on it. Honestly, it's just got a great vibe to it. And I think it's gonna hit even better during the summer. So yeah, I don't know. I think there's a lot of really solid hits throughout in here. I'm honestly not huge on like Birds and the Bees and like Good Flirts either. I think it's all right. And Circus Freestyle, I remember not being huge on either, which I'm looking at now, and that's one of the higher rated tracks, which I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. I think it's pretty good. I like it. I have like a decent 7. But
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? There's one song on it, and then there I forget which one it is. I think it is Circus Freestyle, where he's like, I'm a caveman, ooga booga ooga.
I must have missed that. Like every time I listen to it, I must have sing it like 4 times.
Yeah, where he goes like he says something about a caveman, and then at some point he goes ooga ooga booga ooga, and it makes me crack up every time.
I gotta listen out for that. That's hilarious. Here,
let me look.
He's finding it.
Was it this one?
Let me see. I will also join you in the endeavor of looking it up. Yeah, I found it. Wait. It's like towards the end, I think, right?
Oh, okay. I think so, yeah.
Yeah. I just looked up caveman. I can't say some of these lyrics, but
yeah, right. Is it that song, or am I crazy?
I don't know. It says I'm a fucking caveman, N-word, hoo-hoo. And then wait, here it is. Yeah, would've, shoulda, could've, N-word, booga, N-word, boohoo.
He just talks like a caveman for a second.
Yeah.
But
I don't know how I missed that. I must have like I think on this one I'm just not like huge on the beat, so I might have like kind of just tuned out by that part of the song. That's funny. Yeah. And then we got the Bruno Mars and Mitski after that. For like song or albums, but
yes, Mitski and Bruno, we just talked about those. We'll listen to those as well.
I'd probably give both of those like in the 7s, me personally. But
yeah, I have Bruno at, I think, a strong 7 and Mitski at a light 8 right now. So.
Nice.
Yes. And then in other music news, American Football released their first single from their next album, Bad Moons. I listened to it once at work. It's an 8-minute track, but it's just getting me more hyped for the record. I think it sounded good from what I remember.
I haven't heard it. I do need to listen to it. I did see that it's labeled as post rock on Album of the Year, and I was like, oh shit. Oh, I'm down. Oh, yeah. I am down. So I will listen to that probably soon. But
yes, excited for that record.
Yes,
May 1st. Harry Styles' Disco Kiss All the Time. Disco Occasionally comes out next week. So we'll talk about that. The Gorillaz released their new album last night as well, but that was over an hour, and I did not have the energy.
Me too.
So I'll probably listen to it at some point.
Yeah.
But if I don't, they'll get rolled on the wheel at some point.
Yeah. They're under the long section though, so I mean.
Yeah, that'll be a long one.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We also got a new song from Leve this week.
Oh really?
Yes, it's called How I Get. I believe it's from a deluxe edition of A Matter of Time. That's the name of that album? Yes. That's coming out. I don't know when the deluxe is coming out, but I'm guessing coming out fairly soon. And it's pretty good. It's got like a bit of I don't know exactly what type of vibe. It's a bit of like a Mitski Maria's type vibe or something. Very vibey, very kind of atmospheric. The production's very good on it. I like it quite a bit. The song's called "How I Get." I don't remember if I said that. Leve "How I Get," which I don't love that song title to be honest. But the song itself though is pretty good. It's got yeah. I was just about to repeat everything I just said. So it's a cool song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I have any other music news unless you do.
No. Yes, that's all I have.
Yeah. But excited for Harry Styles next week.
Mm-hmm.
Only having one single out. I like that. So,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll see.
Yeah.
Hope it's good.
Me as well.
And then in like other media news, other than the Shamrocks, I have another reason to want to kill myself.
Oh.
And it's because Smiling Friends is over.
Yes, I heard about that.
Yeah, after 3 seasons, Zach Hadel and Michael Cusack went on Twitter with a little announcement, and they were like, "Guys, we don't want to we don't want to do it anymore. It's we want to head on a hideout. We don't want to make mid episodes forever." And it's like it's only been 3 seasons, though. You got to have more ideas in the tank.
Yeah.
I mean, like they said that there's a couple extra episodes coming out in April, but you know they're just like don't want it to go on for too long and end up having bad episodes and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And they said that it's been like very draining to do it for the last 5 or so years. But it's like, you know, okay, like I don't want you guys to get drained or whatever, but this is like the freshest adult animation has been in a long time, I feel.
Yeah.
And to have that kind of go away is a little sad. Especially with like, you know, they made some banger episodes, and it's a little sad. That made me very sad earlier this week.
Yeah. I think in some way, I mean, I'm a bit of an outsider here. I haven't watched all. I do want to watch more of Smiling Friends, but I think it is respectable in some sense to just because I mean, what it likely, at least to me, because when did that last season come out? Was that last year?
Yeah, it was like last. It started in like September or something.
Oh, okay. I think it is possible maybe they were working through episodes and stuff, and they're just like it's not hidden, you know. It just wasn't, the spark wasn't there or something. So I think it's respectable to hang up a hat then, because I think it's also been, this might be the most popular it's been as well. I feel like I heard more people talking about it last year when it was coming out.
Yeah, so. it got really popular, so it's like, you know, I think when things get that popular, like the studios and everything are like, gotta pump it up.
Right.
So it's like, yeah, I get it.
I think it's a respectable choice. But it is definitely sad though. Yeah.
Yeah, and they said, you know, if they feel like there's something they want to do, or they want to make like a special or something, that there's always a possibility of doing that. But for now, the show itself is ending. So
yeah,
which is unfortunate and sad. But you know, I get it.
Yeah,
and then
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, and I wanted to kill myself this week because Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones fans had a feud. If I remember correctly, this was happening before we did our pod last week, but I just didn't bring it up because it's the most terminally online unemployed shit ever. But it got more publicity throughout the week, and got more I guess quote unquote drastic, I guess, as well. But I don't even really want to go into the details of it because it's so fucking dumb. But basically, Breaking Bad fans and Game of Thrones fans were review bombing one another, which started with Breaking Bad fans apparently. But the casualty in this is that Ozymandias, the episode from season 5 that held a 10 out of 10 for I think 13 years, has been besmirched to a 9.5 now, which it's a fallen soldier. And there's definitely some parallels to like the actual message of that episode of letting your ego get so far that it ruins your entire life. That fits very aptly for this situation. But it's a casualty. And then there's been other casualties of war as well, like Fly, which is a great episode in the show, a very unique episode. I think I want to say it was like last year it finally got up to an 8.0, which meant that the entire Breaking Bad universe, every single episode had at least an 8, including Better Call Saul had at least an 8 on IMDb, which was pretty cool. And now that's been brought back down to a 7 along with another episode and some other stuff too. I'm like, damn. But at the end of the day, I have to remind myself that this does not fucking matter. It does not change my opinion of the show. But it's just kind of, I don't know. Sometimes it's just kind of like, man, you can't really have nice things on the internet. People just have the power to be assholes, so they will. And that goes both ways, by the way. Not saying Game of Thrones fans are the only assholes here, because they are not. They are not. It's just childish, terminally online, unemployed, all of that, all in one. But that's something that happened this week. Just kind of an interesting foray.
Yeah.
And then, I'm sorry.
You good? You good?
Oh, I was just gonna say that RuneScape now has a quest where it's implied you drink bull semen.
Oh hell yeah! I gotta get into RuneScape.
It's a free to play quest. It's a free to play quest.
I'm making my account right this second.
Yeah, no, it's I did not expect that. I just opened up like Reddit and saw a whole bunch of memes about drinking bull cum on on the RuneScape subreddit. And it's pretty funny. It's somehow it's linked to like you thought you were drinking cow's milk, but it was milk from a bull or something. Yeah. Or I think it's not like, I think it's not confirmed which way or the other it is or something, but like it's implied that you might have drank bull semen, which is really funny and like kind of crude for RuneScape. They've never done something. They've never done something like that before. But it's hilarious. Yeah, that's my world news. What else you got?
Scrubs, the sequel series or continuation rather of the of Scrubs, the medical comedy from the early 2000s, started on Wednesday. The first couple episodes came out, and it is very funny still. Thank God. That really could have been hit or miss. Some jokes don't land, but it's still got that old that charm that it did the original, with like the fantasy sequences and the silly jokes and everything. The actors, they just picked their roles right back up and did a great job of making their now 25, 26-year-old older characters feel just like they did in the past, but just a little bit more seasoned. So it's good so far. I'm liking it. Hopefully it stays on track. But it's good to see.
Nice.
Yeah.
I don't have any attachment to the original Scrubs, me personally, but I know people really like it, including you.
Yes.
Yes,
my dad loved that show growing up, especially Dr. Cox, and he and he's still great. He's not in like every episode. I think he's only in like 3 of the 9 episodes. So he's few and far between, but when we get him, it'll be nice.
Yeah.
And then I sent this to Mike earlier, but I'll send it into the chat now.
Yes.
The first still for the God of War show was released this morning, and boy howdy, those costumes are fantastic.
Yeah, they look pretty good.
Yeah, those are like ripped straight from the video game. Kratos' beard could be a little bushier.
Yeah,
I feel, but and Atreus does look a little young, but they look great, and I hope the show does the game justice, because it's one of my favorites.
Yeah. Yeah, I hope so as well. I think it looks pretty good, and I sent this in a message to you as well. I was like, yeah, Atreus does look pretty young, but if that kid's like a stellar actor, I'm okay with it. Yeah.
I saw people complaining about the fact that Kratos doesn't look like he does in the game. So I think that he's going to be bad, and it's like Bella Ramsey doesn't look like Ellie, but she did a fantastic job.
Yeah, definitely don't bring that example up to people though, because they will not agree with you. I do, but they won't.
Wolverine, the next Marvel game from Insomniac, finally got its release date, and it is coming out September 15th of this year.
Nice.
Which is very close to GTA 6, which is a little unnerving to me, but I'm very excited for both of those. So
it's also, if I'm not mixing things up, that's Vince's birthday, right?
Let me check my calendar. I'm bad with him and John's birthday.
I am bad with birthdays in general.
You're right.
Let's go. I'm a good friend. Now I just need to remember your birthday, which I consistently forget, and I'll just look up the release date of Igor sometimes when I'm forgetting. But I think at the moment it's May 17th, right?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Good job. Now what's John's birthday?
Oh fuck. I'll be honest, is it September? It's oh fuck. November 17th?
Close.
Oh man. Our biggest fans are gonna leave. 19th, okay.
Love you, John. Love you, Vince.
Yes, I love you as well. My knowledge of your birthdays does not change how I've treated you as a person for the last decade.
Decade plus.
Exactly. Yeah.
And then other video games, like I mentioned, it's the Pokemon 30th anniversary, and with that came the introduction of the next generation, Gen 10. And they showed us some of the game and showed us the starters. I can send those in as well, and they are very cute. I like them quite a bit. We got Brout, who just looks like a angry bird.
He does look like an angry bird.
We got Pombon, who's a corgi, not a corgi, like a Pomeranian.
Yeah.
And then Gekwa, which is a cool little gecko.
Yeah.
But those games don't come out till next year. But it's Winds and Waves. And they're actually taking their time with it and making the game look good and run well, because the last generation, Scarlet and Violet, I didn't play those, but I did hear that when they came out, they were rough. But I'm excited for this. The pre-rendered stuff they showed looked very well done, so I'm hoping that the real game looks good, but we still got another year for that, so we'll see.
Cool. Which one you choosing?
Yeah. I'm probably gonna go Gekwa. He's pretty cool.
Gekwa is cool. I feel like I would probably go Pombon here, but like Gekwa is a close second.
Yeah, I mean, I like Brout just because he looks so angry and his name is funny.
His name is funny, yeah.
But I'm never really a fire starter guy. I usually go with water and Gekwa. I'm hoping the evolutions look cool.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love Pokemon. There we go.
Hell yeah.
And then outside of video games and shows and stuff, Trump had a State of the Union this week. He broke the record for longest State of the Union.
Hell yeah.
Here, let me look up how long was the State of the Union. It was an hour and 47 minutes.
Wow.
Which beat his own record of an hour and 39 minutes. And in this hour and 47 minutes, he talked about absolutely nothing of substance. What a surprise.
Sounds about right.
He kicked out somebody for bringing up his racism, saying that the person stood up and said black people aren't apes, or had a sign that said it, and he got kicked out. He talked about ICE and everything, and they said, and somebody was like, you killed American citizens, and he just like he talked over them and like yelled over them. The GOP Republicans, after everything he said, just stood up and gave him a standing ovation for everything he said, which so cool and deserving. But yeah, he said almost nothing throughout that entire thing.
Yeah.
Slurring and rambling through almost 2 hours. So I'm surprised he was able to stand up that long, and the people behind him were able to sit in his poop stink, his poopy diaper stink for that long. But you know what? I'm sick of this shit.
Me too, man. Me too.
I really hope the midterms go crazy this year.
Yeah.
Because if they do, then the blue gets a lot of power.
Yeah.
So go out and vote this November, folks.
Yep.
Please. But I think that's all the world and media news that I have.
Nice. Yeah, I don't have anything else. Sweet. Well, I think we can probably head into song of the week here. As long as you're all good.
Yes.
I'm up first for song of the week. Of the albums I listened to last night, I think the song that I enjoyed the most actually came from the Mitski record. I'm going to go with "I'll Change for You" by Mitski. All right, that was "I'll Change for You" by Mitski. What'd you think of that, Colin?
I like that song quite a bit. Like I was saying, it is. I think she sounds beautiful on it. I also really like the ambiance that's added when she starts talking about how wonderful a bar is to be at. The like people talking and glasses clinking. Just adds a nice little bit of ambiance. And yeah, it's really good. It's one of the highlights on that album for sure. Yeah.
I mean, I really, I agree with everything you said. She sounds great. I think the instrumental on this one's just to die for. I absolutely love the way the strings on here sound and those guitars and some little drums. I think it all builds onto itself very well. And I like the lyrics on this one a lot too. They got to me a little bit. I don't know what it was, just something about how they were sung and the words being said. I was like, I feel that. It was very, very good. It reminded me, and I don't want to saying I realize how this sounds, but as I said, it reminded me a little bit of Leve, even though I know that they're both pulling from older sounds. But like just kind of the way that it was, orchestrated and like put together. It reminded me of some of the things I love about like Bewitched and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I love that nice little melancholic jazz sound. I don't know exactly what to call it, but it's very nice, and I love that song. So yeah,
good stuff.
What do you got for us this week?
Well, I liked a good couple of those Bruno tracks, and I think I am gonna go with "Nothing Left" by Bruno Mars.
All right.
All right, that was "Nothing Left" by Bruno Mars. What'd you think, Mike?
I think that's a great song. I think that is one of the highlights on there for me as well. I mean, he sounds great on the whole album, but I think this one in particular, towards the end, like just that yearning, I think he gets across very well in the vocals. I like how it all builds together with the guitars and the fast drums and everything like that too. I think it sounds really dope. And it reminds me that there's actually a few songs on here where like sometimes I'll be like for the beginning part, and then it'll be like a really good ending. And this one I didn't really feel on this one, but it is kind of another case of like, wow, the end of the song is great. Yeah, no, I think it's a really solid cut from the record.
Yeah, this one really stood out to me as like the second to last song.
Mm-hmm.
It just like I talked about, that guitar solo is really good. I think that he sounds really good singing across it. He belts a lot throughout this record, but
Mm-hmm.
I love Bruno Mars's voice.
Yeah.
It's got a nice little bit of rasp to it, but not too much.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just it's just really well done. I had a good time with this whole record, but this song in particular I really loved. So
Yeah. Yeah, and as we were listening to that, I was looking again at the album of the year page, and I find it absolutely bonkers that one of the top reviews on here says that followed up a generational single run with the most male Megan Trainor ass album ever. Like, what? I feel insane. Like, we're not listening to the same thing as these people, but like, I don't know how the hell you get Megan Trainor from this other than they're. I mean, she's pulling from sounds from like the 60s most of the time. This is like 70s, I think, more. 70s, 80s. Either way, it's I don't see what the fuck you're talking about. But yeah, I think it's getting way overrated right now, but whatever. Yeah, I think that's about it on my end, unless you got anything else over there.
No, I think I'm all tapped out.
All right, me as well. So, if before you tap out, dear viewer, you gotta stay and listen to our amazing love cage that's gonna happen that I definitely thought about already. But before we get to that, I need to thank you for listening to this episode. We appreciate you and your support. If you're listening on streaming services, you can give us 5 stars or whatever it is on your platform of choice. We would appreciate that as well, because we love you to death, specifically. Audio list. Oh my god, I'm hiccuping. Audio listeners, specifically. But if you come on over to YouTube, you can see our beautiful profile pictures of Cassian Andor and Markiplier having a lot of sexual tension still. And yeah, you got to see that for yourself. So come on over to YouTube, where we are under the same name, BrokeN Boys, capital N, BOIS. Yeah, you can see that along with a whole bunch of stuff in the description. One of those things being the song of the week playlists, that little segment that we just did. We have 3 playlists down there. We got one for me, we got one for Colin, and we got one for both of us combined. And in those playlists, you can find Nothing Left by Bruno Mars and the Mitski song, which is called I'll Change for You. Both of those can be found in that playlist, along with other Bruno Mars songs and other Mitski songs. We've done artist analysis on both of those artists, so you can check those out as well. But check out the playlist at least. A lot of good stuff in there. For me, I have links down there for some of my personal stuff. I have links to, like I said, I make music under the name of Plaintiff, making music under the name of Plaintiff, and you can go catch up on your Plane of Lore with my EP that came out last year called Cyclicism, as well as my album called Coping Mechanism that came out a few years ago. And yes, go check those out, give them some love. Oh wait, hold on. I also have my album of the year page down there, where I write and review music. Might have more in-depth thoughts on the Mitski by the time this comes out. And I also have my YouTube page down there and my TikTok page, as well as my Instagram. And my relation to you, dear viewer. Man, all right. Well, I am. So you know that Mitski album, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a cool little cat on there with the homophobic eyes or whatever. Yeah. I shouldn't say that because I'm about to put myself into the place of this cat. I'm behind the viewer in their house. I am a cat. I'm just staring at them with that cat look, the look that cats give you. I'm laying on the floor as a cat named Mike.
Is it that same look that the white cat is giving?
Yeah, it's like it feels like kind of judgmental, like the like the cat's like knows everything that's going on in your life and is judging you, and it's behind you.
Right.
And that's me. I am said cat. And I just realized this might make Colin a little weird, but maybe he's also a cat. I don't know.
We'll see.
We'll see. But one thing I do know about Colin is that he runs our socials. He runs both of our Twitter page, where he updates when videos are posted, as well as updates anything else that needs to be updated. You can there's links to that down below. You should go check that out. And also our Instagram page and TikTok page, where he posts clips of us being funny little guys saying silly things. It happens sometimes. So you should check out some of those notable moments, because there's some pretty good stuff in those links. And he also has a few personal stuff as well. He also has an album of the year page where he rates and reviews music, as well as his letterbox where he rates and reviews movies. I don't remember. Did you watch something this week?
No movies.
Okay.
Just watching my shows.
You can catch up on your Colin lore though, with all of the movie reviews on there. A bunch of bangers on there. So.
Aww.
Go check those out on the letterbox and the album of the year page and everything else I said. And Colin, what is your relation to our dear viewer?
Well, I think that I am also a cat. We are both living in Mitski's house, and our viewer. Of course, our viewer, she's our owner. She's looking at us all the time and viewing us. Mitski.
Yes.
She's paying the rent so she can live in our house, and we're just having a great time as cats. And I'm not really gonna be the angry orange cat on the full album cover,
right?
That's kind of pouncing at the white one, but I'm just gonna be another cat, just kind of roaming around. Roaming around. I mean, I'm in front of Mitski. You're behind Mitski. You're judging her silently from behind, and I'm kind of just like weaving in and out between her legs, looking for some pets, some little scritches behind the ear, maybe under the chin. I'm purring. I'm asking for some delicious cat food. And at some point, she's gonna catch us as she comes home from work, recording our little cat cast, or little cat podcast. I can't think of a name right now.
Pretty Paws.
Perfect Pussies or something.
Pretty Paws is the first thing that came to my mind.
Pretty Paws.
And you said Perfect Paws. Yeah, either works.
Either works. They're both cat themed, and we're just like meowing into some microphones. She's got microphones laying all over the place. She's a musician, so we had plenty of resources to start our kitty podcast. So she's gonna walk in on us, and she go like, "Oh my god, I didn't realize that it was my cats who are creating my favorite podcast." And we're gonna go meow, and
it's so dumb. I love it.
And she'd be like, "Can I get one of your famous cat embraces?" And we're gonna go meow, and Mike's gonna crawl on her back, and she's gonna pick me up, and we're just gonna embrace Mitski from in front and behind, and I'm gonna look over Mitski's shoulder into Mike's kitty cat eyes, and kind of his just judgmental kitty cat eyes, and I'm gonna give him a nice lick on the snout in this embrace that we like to call on our podcast, BrokeN Boys, the love cage. But in cat world, in Mitski cat world, we like to call it the firm feline.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to help you, but I can't.
The firm feline. That's just what I'm gonna call it.
All right.
And if you would like your own love cage, because that's what we give in our human real world,
the feline infirmary.
All you gotta do. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know.
I mean, that sounds like it hurts.
Yeah,
but
I was thinking of like in the caring way. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. But if you want your own love cage to be heard, all you must do is drop your address in the comments below. We will find you. You won't know when, you won't know where, but we will find you and give you your very own love cage. So drop that addy.
Hell yeah. And can we give it up to Colin for always saving that segment? I just say some random ass bullshit. He always finds a way to weave it to something actually funny. So
if anything is trained my improv skills, it is that segment.
Yes. And if anything has made me doubt my own, it's that
someday I'll reverse it and make you come up with the full story.
I think we've done that once. Like you just kind of took control of the outro one time, and I was like, "Oh God, wait, I have to do the story." But yes,
I'll surprise you again sometime soon.
Yeah. All right. Gotta stay on my tippy toes. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see you next week. Where we'll talk about the Harry Styles album.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.